out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Powers by at the 40. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Herbert now. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8.
Let's go, B. Big series right now.
Chubb on the counter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Dancing to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Chubb again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, big play there, and when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That is caught by Callaway. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert off of play action. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Oh, he bowls over him. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he'll escape to his right. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found. I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. And now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Able to slither by and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Runs over it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll give it to Chubb. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A running play on 1st down will give 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Gets past one man. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
131 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 14. Herbert finding Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. Not much there, only a yard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Herbert.
This one to the left to Higbee. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Going to throw.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Herbert.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Now Herbert.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.